Hey, don't get in the way of your superiors, you bottom feeder.
What are you doing? Yokojima, you shouldn't be interfering with work.
At the recent shareholders meeting, it was decided that the president will be replaced as of today. This is the new president.
Huh?
Good morning. My name is Kaito Kondo, and I'm 35 years old, working as a cleaner for Lovekoi. I was taught that greetings are the basis of being a working adult, but since I started working here, I can count on one hand the number of times someone's responded. That's why I naturally remember the people who do greet me.
Good morning, Kondo.
Good morning. Yuri Saito is at the top of the list of people who greet me every day.
Let's both be careful about heat stroke.
As I waved goodbye to her, I psyched myself up for another day of hard work. As I was about to check my next task, I heard a loud click of the tongue from behind and quickly turned around.
Hey, don't get in the way of your superiors, you bottom feeder.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Don't you get in the way of a busy, talented guy like me.
Then I heard a familiar, dignified voice from behind the man.
What are you doing? Yokojima, you shouldn't be interfering with work.
Yuri, no, it's more like he got in my way when I'm so busy.
Huh? Oh, it's Kondo.
You know each other?
He greets me cheerfully every morning. His greetings are so energizing, they're my little secret pleasure.
What the heck? This guy being friendly with Yuri. I don't approve.
I don't particularly care about being approved of by Yokojima. More than that, I was happy to hear what Yuri said. I also look forward to greeting Yuri.
More importantly, Yokojima, the hallway doesn't belong to anyone, and it's rude to interrupt him while he's cleaning.
But I'm the son of the parent company's director, and he should have acknowledged me before just walking in front of me, right?
Status doesn't matter, and he doesn't need anyone's permission to clean.
The sight of her boldly stating the truth to her superior was very appealing to me.
I'm sorry, Kondo. I interrupted your work.
I'm the one who seemed to be in your way, so I apologize.
No, I was the one interrupting the cleaning, so you don't need to apologize, Kondo. Now then, if you'll excuse me, let's go, Yokojima.
I thought I could do a good job with her as I went back to my own work. And a few days after that conversation, I ran into Yokojima again. Excuse me, but I'm cleaning, so please be careful of your footing or use another area.
You're so slow. Don't make us wait.
I just started, so the floor will be wet for a while. I sincerely apologize.
Hey, that's not enough sincerity, is it?
Huh? Yokojima, what's going on?
Oh, nothing.
He started to try and cover it up, so I honestly explained the situation.
It was just bad timing, wasn't it? You shouldn't blame the cleaning staff for that, Yokojima.
Oh, come on, Yuri. It was just a little joke.
I was relieved to see Yokojima run away, and I turned to face her. Thank you, Yuri.
Oh, no. It seems like I was just in the right place at the right time. Are you okay?
Yes, well, is Yokojima always like that?
Yes, he is. It's really troublesome, isn't it?
I couldn't leave Yuri, her expression slightly clouded, alone. If you'd like, could I treat you as a thank you for helping me the other day and today? And so, at lunchtime, I took her to the cafeteria. I'd like to treat you, since you helped me out before too.
Well, if you insist. Thank you.
I was thinking Yuri probably wanted to talk about something, but I was struggling with how to start. Then...
I'm sorry if I made you worry. You invited me because you thought I was worried about Yokojima, right?
Yuri began to speak slowly. I heard that Yuri originally wanted to work in sales, and a few months ago, she was finally assigned to the sales department. However, Yokojima, who is her mentor, causes trouble whenever he feels like it, making it impossible to get any work done. That sounds tough.
It's not just me, but everyone else is inconvenienced by Yokojima's messes. But since he's the son of the parent company's director, no one can really say anything to him.
It seems she's having a hard time, as there are many things she can't say due to his position as a superior and his power. Also, Yuri has apparently asked her boss several times to change her mentor. However,
It's best to learn from a superior as talented as Yokojima. Manager Tateno, don't you agree?
Yes, Director Oki. Besides, the two of them get along well, so I'm sure Yuri finds it easy to work with him.
She said that Director Oki and Manager Tateno of the sales department wouldn't approve the change no matter what she said. She said that because it was the boss's policy, the other senior staff couldn't do anything about it either. Oh, is Yokojima such a talented person?
Yes, I feel like he's exceptionally good when it comes to sales performance and evaluations. However, I'm often with Yokojima, but I rarely see him working. I think the other senior staff with lower evaluations are working much harder. Well, maybe Yokojima is working when I'm not aware of it.
I see.
I finally got into the sales department, but I feel like I won't be able to grow at all at this rate. On top of that, I've heard rumors that Love and Koi's performance is declining. I'm afraid that I might not be able to do any sales-like work before the company suddenly goes bankrupt.
She's having trouble with work due to the influence of her boss as a mentor, and she's hearing rumors that the company might be in trouble. It's no wonder she's feeling negative. Certainly, you may not be able to do anything about the company's performance on your own, Yuri. But there's still a lot you can do. For example, you can use Yokojima's troubles as a lesson in what not to do. And from there, you can think about what could have been done to prevent the trouble. Depending on the situation, it might be good to consult with the other senior staff or colleagues about preventative measures.
I see. You're right. It's too early to give up. I don't know what I can do, but I'll try one thing at a time.
That's good. I think that's one of your strengths, Yuri, not giving in to the current situation and doing your best. I've seen a lot of workplaces, and I get the impression that people like you are ones who rise to the top. I'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
A few weeks later, Yuri was living up to her word and trying various things. She was being tossed around by the troublemaker Yokojima, but she searched for preventative measures and solutions. By managing Yokojima skillfully little by little, the troubles gradually decreased.
Recently, I've started to feel like I'm doing more sales-like work. It's all thanks to you, Kanto. Thank you.
No, it's all thanks to your efforts, Yuri. After parting with Yuri, I carefully observed the sales department while cleaning. Then...
Hey, you cleaner! Don't get in the way of the employees!
My deepest apologies. Yokojima complained, and I stepped aside and bowed my head.
And besides, it's presumptuous for a lowlife like you to get so friendly with cute Yuri. She's only a good match for someone as respectable and capable as me.
Yokojima made a big deal about his status, but I remember him being a regular employee. It's fine to be jealous, but you should listen to her opinions properly.
Huh? Are you saying Yuri dislikes me? Don't you dare talk down to me! This guy! I'll definitely get rid of him!
A few days later, on my way home, I received a phone call from the cleaning company and my eyes widened. What? No way!
What? You're leaving at the end of this week?
A few days after the phone call from the cleaning company, my time as a cleaner at this company was coming to an end, and I reported it to Yuri. Seeing her downcast face, I felt a surge of guilt. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner, and that it's so sudden. Even if we can't meet, I'll always be cheering you on, Yuri.
Yes.
What's wrong? Yuri, you don't seem very energetic.
A few days after I stopped visiting Lovekoi, Yokojima spoke to Yuri with a gleeful expression.
Yokojima?
Is it possible that you're depressed because that cleaner isn't coming anymore? You should just forget about that guy. He was only ever getting in the way of work anyway.
That's not true. Kondo supported me a lot.
Come on. There's no point in worrying about someone who's gone. More importantly, my dad introduced me to a good restaurant, so let's go, okay?
No, thank you.
You're so cold, Yuri. Well, I guess I'll just take my time to win you over. Tateno got rid of that annoying cleaner for me, so I have plenty of time.
A few days later, before the morning meeting, Yokojima was smirking to himself.
It's so refreshing not having that cleaner around. Power is meant to be used after all. It pisses me off that Yuri seems to be down because of him, though. But this is my chance to cheer her up and show her what a good guy I am, isn't it?
Yokojima was practically oozing with a malicious aura. But after the morning meeting started, he froze in surprise because...
At the recent shareholders meeting, it was decided that the president will be replaced as of today. This is the new president.
Hello.
Huh?
I was introduced as the new president, even though I was supposed to be a cleaner.
Kondo was originally a highly skilled management consultant, and he also worked freelance to save even more companies. In order to improve Love & Koi's performance, he was invited by the previous president to become the new president.
Huh? I was venting my frustrations to such an amazing person.
President Kondo, would you please say a few words as president?
Yes. As some of you may know, I've been working as a cleaner here recently, and have seen various departments. I believe the cleaners are the most knowledgeable about the company. Therefore, I asked the previous president to let me come in as a cleaner first this time as well. And I thought the sales department in particular needed quite a bit of fixing, so I came to greet you today.
President Kondo, what do you mean by needs fixing?
Oh, you should know, Director Oki. You, Manager Tateno, and Yokojima conspired to let Yokojima do whatever he wanted in the sales department. And you did it by brandishing the power of Yokojima's father.
What?
I ignored the three wide-eyed, speechless men and continued. First, Manager Tateno, you complained to the cleaning company that I was interfering with your work, didn't you?
No, I was just stating the facts.
I was cleaning within the rules agreed upon between this company and the cleaning company. You can confirm this by checking the security cameras installed in the sales department. Nevertheless, the complaint you filed stated that I was doing things outside the scope of the rules. When I received a call from the cleaning company about this, even I was surprised. I'll be frank, you were told by Yokojima to get rid of me, and you complied, didn't you? That's right, Yokojima put pressure on Tateno to get me out of this company. When I stopped coming to the company, Yokojima probably thought his plan had worked. But in reality, my contract with the cleaning company had simply expired, and the complaint had nothing to do with it.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't ask for anything like that.
I'll hear Yokojima's side of the story later. Now then, I heard this from Yuri. Director Oki and Manager Tateno, you ignored Yuri's repeated request to change your mentor. Why is that?
Why, you ask? We paired her with Yokojima because he's talented.
That's right. Yuri and Yokojima get along well.
Oh? Despite that, Yuri's sales department didn't improve at all, and she seemed to be suffering, didn't she? Before talking about performance or compatibility, isn't it the job of management to support employees in improving the quality of their work? Oh, and Yuri's recent efforts are entirely her own achievement, so please don't bring that up here. The grades and compatibility were just pretenses, and Yokoshima simply liked Yuri. So there's no doubt that he instructed you to manipulate the situation so that you wouldn't be removed from your training position. Director Oki and Manager Tateno were unable to refute and remained silent. I could see Yokojima, his face red with anger, in my peripheral vision, but I ignored him and continued. Now, this is the last thing. Director Oki and Manager Tateno, you fraudulently reported Yokojima's performance and evaluations as higher than they were, correct?
That's not true. We haven't done anything fraudulent. I've heard from Tateno that Yokojima is a very talented and excellent employee.
Yes, Yokojima's sales performance was truly amazing and remarkable.
Good. Keep saying that and back me up.
That's impossible, because I've talked to the employees of the sales department and the clients.
What?
I checked with the clients and confirmed it. I've confirmed that the contracts Yokojima was reported to have acquired were actually the achievements of other employees. This goes beyond the scope of what can be dealt with by work regulations. It's simply a criminal act. Doesn't this company pay performance-based bonuses based on sales performance? The company can sue for fraud and embezzlement for fraudulent paying Yokojima a bonus. Also, Oki and Tateno, you fraudulently alter the contents of the performance evaluation forms. This is forgery of private documents and a breach of trust. The three of them, Yokojima and the others, were trembling at my accusations. Amidst all this, Director Oki suddenly looked up. I tilted my head slightly at his expression, as if he had found a way out.
It was all Tatano's scheme. I didn't know anything about it. She probably thought that if she curried favor with Yokojima, she would get ahead. I was just deceived by her words and believed them.
That's right. I don't remember ordering anything. It was something that she did on her own. I'm not to blame at all.
How awful! You're saying I'm the only bad guy?
Shut up. Anyway, Yokojima and I are victims. Of course, I will accept punishment as a manager, but the only criminal here is her. I'm sure I'll be demoted, but if I curry favor with Yokojima like this, I'm sure my position will be restored eventually.
I see. If you're gonna play dumb, then I have no choice. Then I'll let you hear the definitive evidence. Saying that, I took out a voice recorder. This is a recording of the audio in the conference room.
Recording?
There are security cameras, but they don't record audio. So with the permission of the previous president, I installed voice recorders in several places in the company. Director Oki and Yokojima were shocked. It seems they were relieved to have successfully entered the blind spot of the camera, but I ignored them and played the voice recorder.
Thanks, Tatano, for getting rid of that cleaner.
It was nothing.
More importantly, we went to the trouble of fraudulently raising your performance and evaluations and keeping you as Yuri's mentor. I'd be in trouble if the compensation wasn't worth it.
I know. I'll ask my dad to give you guys good positions. Until then, just keep working for me.
Scum.
Yuri's voice echoed in the now silent sales department after the audio playback ended.
You're the worst. I went out of my way to request a transfer because I wanted to do sales work, but I couldn't learn anything. It was awful. And you caused trouble for the company and other employees for your own selfish desires.
Yeah, Yuri? I was acting in Yuri's best interest, you know? I really like Yuri. I was even thinking I might marry you. I mean, if I'm around, neither the manager nor the director can complain, so it'll be easier for Yuri to work in the sales department, right? Marrying the son of a director like me will lead to Yuri's happiness, you know? So let's try dating, okay? And then let's get married, okay?
Huh? That's gross. Besides, I have someone I like, so I can't go out with you.
What?
Please, leave me alone. I can be happy even without someone like you around.
Yokojima was so shocked by Yuri's words that he hung his head for a while, but...
You became the new president and ruined all my plans. I can get rid of a guy like you just by telling my dad.
His eyes filled with hatred, Yokojima glared at me.
My dad is a director of the parent company. If I ask him, he can kick you out anytime, and he can even cover up criminal acts.
I see. That's quite different from what I heard from your father.
Huh?
Actually, I had the opportunity to speak with your father. That's right. Before the announcement of my appointment as president, I visited the parent company. Your father was very distressed that you were behaving so freely in this company. He also said that I should not hesitate to report any criminal acts.
Well, that can't be.
If you don't believe me, why don't you ask your father yourself? Well, asking him would only confirm what I said. Having said all this, Yokojima finally seemed to believe me, and he fell to his knees.
What the? I thought he was the son of a powerful man, so I tried to get on his good side, but he's just a useless guy.
That's right. I shouldn't have gotten involved with you. My life is ruined because of you.
What did you say? You came crawling to me on your own accord. Do you have any right to criticize me?
It's all because you said you'd fire me if I didn't listen to you.
Raising such a spoiled brat. I want to complain to your father too.
Enough is enough! Do you realize how many people you've inconvenienced with your selfish actions? It's not about being a cleaner or an employee. Look at them as people. I, Yuri, and the employees of the sales department all have our own lives. You'll be held responsible for ruining them. To my words, they could only hang their heads. And with that, my first job as president was finished. After that, Yokojima was forced to bow his head by his father. By the way, his father decided to resign as a director to take responsibility.
Damn it, where did my life go wrong?
And Yokojima, Director Oki, and Manager Tatano were arrested for various crimes. They were also fired from Love Koi, and Yokojima was disowned by his parents. Director Oki's wife left him. They looked down on the people around them and tried to rise to the top using power. They'll now face the consequences of not growing on their own. Meanwhile, Yuri and I were walking home together.
Even so, to think you were the president, I'm still surprised that we're together like this.
I had to keep it a secret, but now I can tell you. Yuri, I like that you're sincere with everyone. Will you go out with me?
What? Are you sure? I've liked you ever since that first lunch we had. Yes, please.
By treating others with sincerity, people can gain the bond of trust. This is surely one of the things that cannot be exchanged for status or money. But people tend to forget to be considerate of those closest to them. That's why I want to be more conscious of this from now on, and treat my employees and my lover with sincerity.
That day, 5-year-old me was waiting anxiously for my parents to pick me up from preschool. Are they here yet? I had stopped playing with my toys and was just waiting for my parents to come. My teachers looked at me with pity. In the end, my parents never came to pick me up. It was a while after that, I learned my parents had been in a car accident. I had no relatives I could reach out to, so at 5 years old, I started living in an orphanage. When will Mom and Dad come get me? It was difficult for me at 5 years old to understand and accept my reality. I just waited resiliently for my parents.
Nice to meet you, Haruto-kun.
A year after I started living at the orphanage, I was taken in by my stepmom, Akuno Ichinose, and my stepdad, Masaki Ichinose. That's how I became Haruto Ichinose. My life from there was fun. I had a lot of freedom, and my step-parents loved me. It was a happy family straight out of a storybook. Even as a child, I knew I had to repay them someday. I'm so happy to be Haruto Ichinose. But in first grade, when I finally felt like I belonged somewhere, things changed.
Honey, a child. I'm pregnant.
Really? Yay! Haruto, you're going to be a brother. My stepmom got pregnant. My stepparents were over the moon. I was also excited to be a stepbrother. My stepmom's belly grew, and we all believed a happy future was ahead of us. Mom! When my stepmom's belly was quite big, I ran toward her with a smile.
Don't touch me.
Huh? My stepmom pushed me away for the first time. Her eyes were of someone looking at something vile, and I froze. Honey, what are you doing? Haruto, we're sorry. Mommy was just surprised. You must be scared. My dad's words must have brought her back. My mom looked at me, and she looked like she might cry.
Haruto, I'm sorry Mommy's not feeling well.
It's okay. I'm sorry too. My mom hobbled over to her room. Now that I think about it, this might have been the day my mom changed. My brother was born. His name was Ritsu. At 2 years old, Ritsu was comfortable with me. Nee. Ritsu, over here. You're so good at walking now. Nee. Oh, Mommy. Nee.
Ritsu-kun, let's play over here.
Honey, Haruto was playing with them. It was obvious my mom didn't want him to play with me. My dad tried to talk to her, but my mom didn't listen. Since that day, my mom had changed. At this point, she treated me like I was unwanted. Since it's my half coming of age day, I wrote you guys a letter. Half coming of age day? How fun! Thank you. Honey, Haruto wrote us a letter.
Oh, I'm busy right now. I'll read it later. Oh my, Ritsu-kun. Good job.
More time passed. I was in my final year of high school now. My mom's obvious favoritism continued.
Ritsu-kun, you got 100 on this test. You're so good.
I'm leaving this house. That's probably better, right? Haruto, I'm sorry. I didn't think this would happen. Don't worry, Dad. It couldn't be helped. Haruto. You guys took me in. I understand how Mom feels too. After high school, I'll find a job and live alone. No, go to college. I'll handle tuition. Thank you, Dad. I studied hard for my college exams and got into the school I wanted to go to. After high school graduation, my days of living alone began. Honey, Haruto is leaving this house for you.
I don't know anything about that. Don't blame me.
It's okay, Dad. I'm glad I was taken in by this family. Nii-chan. Ritsu. Nothing. Never mind. Ritsu looked like he wanted to say something, but he noticed Mom's look and fell silent. I think he wanted to tell me something. I guess that's it. I remembered the fun times and felt some sadness as I left. Only my dad came outside to see me off. After that, I moved out of the prefecture and started living alone. This is harder than I thought. I didn't want to rely on my parents for living expenses, so I was working part-time at an izakaya restaurant, but I feel a little better. I don't know how many times I've thought that it would be easier if I could forget the time when my mom was nice to me. I felt a little more optimistic now that those thoughts weren't eating away at me anymore. Still, if I didn't have these deliveries, I'd be in trouble. I didn't know why, but since I started living alone, I've been receiving deliveries from the orphanage. I asked them about it, but all they would say is that they were just donations from the orphanage, and I got no details. But it was desperate times, so I gratefully accepted the food and other household items in the deliveries. I managed to balance work and school, and somehow graduated. After working hard to find a job, I got one at a systems development company called Lovekoi Software. My dad said I didn't need to, but I decided to send 30,000 yen every month as a token of gratitude. Lovekoi was a primary contractor company, so it was a pretty good working environment. I was in the system integration department. It was my second year. Along with my coworkers, including Mio Tachibana, we worked hard on our projects.
Ichinose-san, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Deadline time was always busy. Whew, finally done. We finished our project. Tachibana-san, the other reps, and I took 4 paid days off.
Everyone said they're going back home. What are you gonna do? Going home?
No, I have a home, but don't have a home. I told her about me being an orphan and my stepmom's treatment of me.
I can't believe that happened. I'm sorry for asking.
No, I'm sorry. It's not a story to tell after a big project.
If my mom treated me like that, I feel like I'd get mad and cut myself off. But you didn't resent them and repaid them. You're amazing.
I don't know. They took me in, so I think it's the right thing to do.
Actually, my mom's a single mom. We got in a fight in high school and haven't talked since I started college. Among my friends, I was the only one with hand-me-down uniforms. I was so embarrassed. I asked my mom for new ones. But with college fees and stuff, it was hard. You know how uniforms cost like 30,000 for a set, right? I realized later that it was childish of me. But since I brought it up, I couldn't apologize. After I started living alone in college, I didn't see my mom at all. I studied hard and worked hard to find a job, and I got a job at this big company. I wanted to prove that I could survive without my parents, but I couldn't survive on my own. I needed my mom's help with my tuition, with co-signing things. I was dumb. By the time I wanted to apologize, she was gone. She was gone before I could apologize.
Tachibana-san.
So, I admire you. It must have been hard for you. You must have been sad. But you're grateful and you're trying to pay them back. You're so awesome. I'm kind of embarrassed to say it.
Thank you for saying that. I haven't received love like this in a while.
Love? Yeah? You could call it love.
I'm getting a call. Can I? It's from my brother.
Of course.
Tachibana-san seemed relieved that the call came. I smiled and answered the phone. Hello? Ritsu? How are you? Sorry to call all of a sudden. Are you free? Since I left home, we've been calling each other like this. I think we talk more than we did at home. Nissan. Ritsu's voice changed from cheerful to sad. I recognized it and interrupted. Don't apologize. You did nothing wrong. I told you a bunch of times, right? I'm sorry. Ritsu has told me many times that he wanted me to come back, but I didn't. I think he blamed himself. I've never once resented Ritsu, who still looked up to me as a brother. Actually, I really treasured him. 3 years later, I was dating Mio and had proposed to her 3 days prior. Mio, will you marry me?
Of course.
I didn't have much experience with a happy family, so this decision took a lot of courage for me. But I could be a family with Mio. I wanted to. I believed that from the bottom of my heart. I was engaged, so I decided to go home for the first time in years. This is Mio Tachibana, my fiancée. We work in the same department and we get along well.
Hello. I'm happy to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking care of Haruto.
What was my stepmom thinking? She stayed silent next to my dad.
Mio-san, we're Haruto's step-parents, but we gave him a hard time. We're not good parents. But Haruto, he still calls me dad.
My dad's voice quivered. He always defended me from my mom. I knew that, so I never blamed my dad. Dad, I'm grateful for you. Mio knows that. She said she wanted to be with me because of that. So don't say that. I'm okay. I felt like my dad truly loved me. I was happy I came, but that didn't last long.
Mio-san, you said? Don't you think Ritsu is better than this person? You look honest and you're pretty, and you work for a big company? I think you're a great fit for Ritsu.
Huh?
Ritsu is a good boy and he's going to a famous private university. I think you'd be much happier if you married Ritsu. There's an age gap, but...
Cut it out.
In that moment, my dad raised his voice in anger like never before. Even my mom was shocked. She looked at him.
What? Don't yell suddenly.
Mio-san is engaged to Haruto. How many times do you need to hurt Haruto? I've been holding back. I know you. We're desperately trying to have our child.
The Ichinoses had a hard time getting pregnant after marriage. They tried fertility treatments, but it didn't go well. Emotional pain, time, energy, money, as those were all spent up, my mom was spent too.
Akuno, don't try so hard. Your body comes first.
Honey, I'm sorry.
My parents gave up on getting pregnant, and when my stepmom was 29, they decided to adopt me. After adopting me, they were blessed with Ritsu.
We have a responsibility. We took Haruto in. You ignored him and rejected him, even though he did nothing wrong.
I had to. I went through the pain of birthing Ritsu. Haruto is just my child under some paperwork. Of course there's a difference in how I feel.
I heard that mothers have more love for their kids than the father does, so I can't deny that there's a difference. But to treat them differently because of it is different. You loved him when we took him in, and changed so obviously. How much you hurt him. No matter what I said, you never listened. You coddled Ritsu and acted like you didn't want Haruto there. You loved him at first. Haruto came from such a hard life. How could you do that to him? I've given up on you since then.
What are you saying? It's too late now. Why did you stay married to me then?
Because Haruto asked me to.
What?
This was before I left home. My father had said this to me.
Haruto, let's live together. I was thinking about ending it with your mother.
Dad, you can't. Divorce is between the couple, so I can't say anything. But if it's for me, then you can't.
But
Please, Dad. I love Ritsu. Ritsu always called me Nini. I was really happy. So I want him to be happy. I want his parents to be there, and I want him to smile. No child would be happy if their parents disappeared. That's what I think. I've had a sadness in me since that day my parents didn't pick me up. It's not just me. My friends at the orphanage too. Everyone had a sadness in their eyes.
Haruto, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Since Haruto left and started living alone, I never once forgot about him. You don't even know how hard it is for a college student to live alone, and you celebrated.
No! He said he was going to leave all on his own.
You kept treating him badly, so Haruto read the room and said he'd leave. You can't even understand that much? No matter how much food or stuff I sent, I knew it wouldn't be enough.
Wait, were those deliveries?
I asked your orphanage to let me use their name. I thought you'd feel bad and not accept them.
I was saved by those deliveries in college. Those were all symbols of my father's love for me. Dad, thank you. Really.
No! I felt responsible for raising Haruto too. But when he ran toward me when I was pregnant, I just hated him. I had to protect Ritsu. Ritsu is my actual son. I recommended Ritsu to Mio-san because I was thinking about Ritsu's happiness over Haruto's.
My stepmom tried to gain sympathy, but my dad's face remained hardened. Stop it, Mom.
Ritsu?
It was Ritsu. He'd gotten so big. Despite the situation, that's what I thought. My brother is my one and only big brother. He's always been there for me. I never once thought we weren't related by blood. So, I thought it was weird. When he left, I learned that he was an orphan, and I was shocked. But to me, none of that mattered. It doesn't matter if we're blood relatives. To me, Nissan is Nissan. If he's happy, I want to congratulate him. I don't want to get in his way. Ritsu looked at me and smiled sadly. I must have caused him a lot of stress. Nissan, congrats. Be happy. Ritsu, thanks. You've gotten so big. Dad, I'm fine. If you want a divorce, Mom, I won't stop you.
Ritsu, what are you saying? Don't say that. Let's stay a family. Yes, Haruto can live with us again.
What are you saying, Mom? I'm going to live by myself for my second year.
What?
Ma'am, I'm going to marry Haruto. Haruto is my one and only love.
She looked straight at my mom and spoke clearly. It was overwhelmingly bright to look at her.
Haruto appreciates even a person like you. He said even if it was brief, you gave him love.
What?
But I'm not like him. If you're going to hurt him, I will not forgive you.
Mom, I was really sad when my parents didn't pick me up. I was sad and anxious, and I thought I'd be alone forever. I wanted to disappear. A giant hole had opened up inside me at 5 years old. I didn't think it'd ever get filled. But...
Haruto-kun, nice to meet you. We're your family now. I hope you'll call me Mom.
You came to pick me up. I had been waiting all that time. You smiled at me and reached out a hand to me. Thank you, Mom. I was really happy then. That soft memory never faded. That's why I never resented her.
Haruto, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My mom was in shock. Her eyes widened and she looked far away. She kept repeating it like a broken radio. What was she looking at then? I had no idea, but I felt like her tears reflected the warm memories we had from my childhood. A few months later, Ritsu left home. My step-parents got divorced.
I'm sorry, Haruto. I'm so sorry. Why did I?
My mom was alone in some shabby apartment, reading a letter. It was the letter I wrote to my parents for my half-coming-of-age day. When they got divorced, my dad handed it to her. I'm happy to be Haruto Ichinose. Thank you for taking me in. My mom was twisted by the idea that she had to protect her actual child. With time, she finally realized her mistakes. Nissan, congrats!
You're all grown up, Haruto.
A year after, we got married. Surrounded by family and friends, I was happier than ever before. Ritsu, Dad, thank you. I sent an invitation to my mom, too, but she didn't come. I had a feeling, but I was happy. A few days before, an invitation with the absent part circled arrived. In the corner, there was a note from my mom.
Please, be happy.
I was confused, but I realized when I saw the word happy, this was her reply to my letter from that day. The letters were shaky and smudged. I could tell how my mom felt when she wrote it. So, I was fine, because my childhood self finally got a response. Mio, I promise to make you happy. Let's build a beautiful family together.
Yeah, let's be happy.
I had lost my happiness so many times. I know that I can appreciate any happiness that comes my way. I'm sure the future holds countless moments of happiness from here on out.